Sludgy Swamp. Now, overall, I didn't like this location. I think it's just a worse Slurpee in every way. Slurpee wasn't in balance in the first place. I just feel like this place has just been... It's in my opinion, probably the worst location on the map. It's the only one that I think is actually bad. I mean, I don't like Craggy Cliffs either that much, but like this is the one I just disliked. This is probably my least favourite all-time location after the ruins. I'm not going to miss this place at all. I think when it was Slurpee, it was a really good place, but yeah, I just feel like this just doesn't do it for me. But, I mean, rest in peace. I really hope this place does not stay in Chapter 3. 16 out of 16. Craggy Cliffs. Now, overall, this place isn't too bad. I'm going to kind of miss this place. I mean, it had its moments. I think when it was flooded, it was quite cool to see it slowly get unflooded. Overall, not the best place. I think it's kind of just a weak... I've never been a fan of it. I'd personally rate it like a 15 out of 16 on a mini... like out of the 16 locations. But it's alright. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, I do dislike it in some ways, but, you know, I don't think there's any necessarily bad locations on this mini-map apart from Sludgy Swamp, but I'm not gonna miss this place by any means, but I mean, it's okay. It was alright. Corny Crops. I'm not really gonna miss this place because I feel like it's just gotten worse over the course of, like, of course, it was Corny Complex, and I thought it was a really nice place. It was my drop spot in Season 7. Funny enough, the sideways bubbles here, convenient. But this place is okay. I've liked it more over the last few days. I think it's the corruption as well kind of suits it. It just makes it a lot more of a, like, unique location. But I just feel like the lack of loot and the craters, I just think it's really just sort of like, if this lasted, it wouldn't be good. But for one season, I don't mind it. But it was also one of the only new locations we got at the start of Season 8, and it didn't really change much, so... I'm not going to miss it at all, really, but I don't hate it. I just don't like it, if you know what I mean. But it's 14th out of 16th, so low, but I mean, it's not terrible. Retail Row, number 13. I'm not going to miss this because on Chapter 1, I really did enjoy the location, but I just feel like in the location it actually is in now, like down in that area, it's just not a very interesting area to land. I feel like it's got less chests than most of the Chapter 2 POIs because it wasn't an original place. I just feel like it just hasn't got that charm to it as it did in Chapter 1, but I do give it credit that it still survived. I just don't know why it survived. But Retail Row, it's an interesting place. I don't land here often, and I'm not... I mean, I will miss it, but not in... I don't know, it's just, yeah, it's alright. 13 out of 16, it's just not... That doesn't do it for me. Coral Castle, I believe this location's overhated for what it deserves, but, like... I don't know, it's a beautiful looking area. It doesn't offer that much loot, and despite the fact it does look nice, I mean, it has some amount. I can get a lot of materials, like in brick here. But I just feel like after it's been abducted as well, it's not as good. But I just don't understand the overhate. I mean, at least before it was abducted, now it's worse. But I still think it's not the worst place on the map. I'm not going to miss it at all, but I definitely prefer it to some of the lower ones. Like, I'd rather land here than, like, Corny Complex, Craggy Cliffs, Sludgy Swamp, like... Retail Road, like, I don't know, I just feel like it looks a lot, it's definitely fun to loot. I like the gameplay. I mean, the circle thing's annoying, but I mean, we are in the circle right now, so it kind of, you know, but yeah, I'm not gonna miss it, but it's gonna be, you know, interesting to see it go. Lazy Lake, another location I'm not going to miss at all, really. I feel like this is just not a very interesting city location. It's got a lot of loot, and even though I'm downplaying a lot of these lower locations, I feel like, despite the fact I don't like looting here, as also the layout's terrible, you got that weird pit down there, which is annoying to fight in. I feel like, as a location, it does a lot of justice. You get a lot of good loot from here. There's a crap ton of chests. Like, I just feel like it delivers what a location should. I'm not the biggest fan of it, so that's why I'm rating it 11th out of 16, and I know it's literally right next to Coral Castle, which is going to be a bit controversial, but I just feel like this location just doesn't do it for me, but I do respect it and its love, so I'm going to rate it 11th, which isn't too high, but, you know, it is what it is. Steamy Stacks, number 10. This is the first location that I'm going to kind of miss. I feel like the air vents don't really send you too far, but they are fun, and the zip lines are really interesting. Overall, I just think this location, it's alright, and I think the new, like, destroyed bit adds a little bit of character to it. It is difficult to loot, as there's a lot of, like, buildings to loot, but there is a lot of chests. It's just, by the time, like, the circle just doesn't do you justice sometimes, but it's okay. This is the first location that I kind of do like, and I'm going to kind of miss it. I'm not going to miss it too much, but this has been a fun place, definitely. Dirty Docks, number 9 out of 16. I think this location is... it's been alright. I think I'm going to miss this less than Steamy Stacks. It's not as iconic, but the amount of chests, the amount of good loot you can get, and the easy rotation using the cars out of here, I do think is useful. Overall, it's not a... It's a very boring location to, like, sort of look at, but I do hope maybe this does stay in Chapter 3. It probably won't, but... It's definitely had its moments as well as a location, and I like it. It's probably the first one that I like in some ways. I mean, Steamy Stacks as well, but yeah, this location's alright. Holly Hedges, number 8, the halfway mark. I think this location's definitely an enjoyable location to land sometimes. I think when there's nobody here, all your circles on your side looting, this is just fun, just destroying all the houses and stuff. It's not like the Greasy Grove of this chapter. I don't think it's as good as Greasy Grove. I mean, it's a little bit different, but I feel like this place probably doesn't really stand this chance at, you know, being in the Chapter 2 map. I feel like either this or Greasy, like, I don't think either will join. But yeah, this place has been alright, and especially with the addition of the shop and, like, the pirate ship over there, it's definitely got a little bit better, but... yeah, this location's not too bad. 8 out of 16. Weeping Woods. This location, definitely, I think, it's definitely a fun place. Landing is fine, and I do think, actually going through here, like, to reboot your teammates or to get materials, I think it is a very fun location. I think in the flood as well, when it's slowly getting uncovered, was interesting. I like Weeping Woods. I think it's definitely sort of, now with Sludgy Swamp, it's one of the 2 better locations out of, like, this area. It's probably the best here. But, I think this and Slurpy Swamp, when it used to be, it was a good combination just to travel around. It's definitely, I don't land here often, but it's a fun place. I'm going to kind of miss this. It's going to be sad. Misty Meadows, number 6. Overall, I like this location. I think it's got a lot of chests, and I think the way it's split between, like, 2 areas, and you've got the river and, like, the funny reboot van, it adds for some fun gameplay. It can be annoying, but I just really like this location. I've slowly started to like it over the... like, course of the seasons. But yeah, this place is cool. I'm gonna miss this, maybe. Believer Beach, 5 out of 16. Overall, I really like this location. I think it's more fun and more enjoyable as Believer Beach. It just adds a little bit more life, especially in Season 7 when they have, like, the party equipment and stuff. It's not as interesting now, but I still think it is a really lively location. I don't know if it's better than Paradise Palms, but this place was definitely, it had its long run of Sweaty Sands. Even when it was flooded, it was really cool. And overall, I'm going to miss this place. This has been a really good job. Boney Burbs, honestly not a bad place. I really do like it. It's definitely, I preferred it in its primal days, but it's been a really fun drop, actually. I've really liked this. I'm going to be quite sad to see it go, as I do land here quite a lot, and I have gotten a lot of wins here. I mean, the layout's quite strange, and I definitely don't like it as much as I used to. But honestly, this place is good. I'm going to miss this. Number 4 out of 16. Pleasant Park, 3 out of 16. This place is just a classic. It's been in the game for so long. It's got a decent amount of chests. It's always just a place where, if you're bored, you land here. Like, it's just been in the game forever. And even if you're not bored, it's just such a brilliant location to land. I think there's a lot going for Pleasant Park. I personally, I like it. I'm not, like... I don't love it, but I really do like it a lot, and I know a lot of people who like it, so that's why I'm putting it up high. It's just a brilliant place. Hopefully it stays. I do like Pleasant Park a lot. 3 out of 16. Pleasant Park, 3 out of 16. This place is just a classic. It's been in the game for so long. It's got a decent amount of chests. It's always just a place where, if you're bored, you land here. Like, it's just been in the game forever, and even if you're not bored, it's just such a brilliant location to land. I think there's a lot going for Pleasant Park. I personally, I like it. I'm not, like, I don't love it, but I really do like it a lot. And I know a lot of people who like it, so that's why I'm putting it up high. It's just a brilliant place. Hopefully it stays. I do like Pleasant Park a lot. 3 out of 16. Catty Corner, 2 out of 16. My second favourite drop in this map. Honestly, I really do like Catty Corner a lot. It's definitely... It's just there, you know, you got the fruit baskets. It's a very small location, but it's sort of out the way. But it's definitely a very enjoyable location to land. Shooting's fun, because, like, it's small, but it's still quite open. And it's just honestly a really nice space. You've got the redacted bunker, and there's a lot of areas near it. And I just think it's just such an iconic location. I know it survived so long, which is quite surprising, but this place is just brilliant. I'm going to miss this. Hopefully this stays as a landmark, or even just a name location in Chapter 3. But yeah, Catty Corner, second favourite lot drop. the Convergence, or the Pyramid, best location on the map. It's just so unique. A lot of chests, a lot of loot. I know you can't get good with maps here, but just the storyline in general and the uniqueness of it, I just really like. And, like, you know, the corruption across the map. It's just honestly a brilliant POI in terms of just... it's just great. It's fun. You can get a lot of good loot. It's just... and it looks amazing. It's honestly just my favourite location on this map. And I know it's short, like, it's going to be a short-lived location, but I'm going to miss it. Goodbye, Convergence. Hopefully something really cool happens here in the live event. I am very excited. There she is up there, the queen.